Hello, I'm Sam. I've been teaching English for nearly 20 years. I'm from London, but I live here in Colombia, and I've worked with the British Council in Bogota for the past 10 years. I'm passionate about cycling and I love Indian food. It's definitely my favorite. Teaching allows me to help people communicate and build confidence in English. It's also a great way to meet interesting people. Colombian students are fantastic. From hi to see ya, real English for real life. Hello. Hi. Hey there. How are you doing? How's it going? All right? These are all greetings. Today, I'm going to talk to you about greetings and also, importantly, how to say goodbye. So, let's start with hellos. I'm sure you already know the little word hi. We all do. But if it's a stranger you're talking to, you would also exchange names. So, hi, I'm Sam. Hi Sam, I'm also Sam. But people usually then move on to a greeting, where they ask how you are, how things are going. You've probably heard the most common, how are you? But what are some alternatives? My top 3 greetings are, how are you doing? How's it going? And you all right? These are exactly the kind of expressions I love practicing with my students at the British Council. They're useful, natural, and they help them sound more fluent from day one. The pronunciation can be tricky because we say these really quickly and there are contractions or missing words. For example, how are you doing? We actually say, how are you doing? We cut out this R. How are you doing? Repeat after me. How are you doing? Okay, faster. How are you doing? Good. Another one I use a lot is, how's it going? Now here the pronunciation is also really important. How's it going? If you listen, it's zit. How's it going? How's it going? So you say it connected and quickly. Repeat after me. How's it going? Nice one. Another one we use a lot in the UK is just simply, all right? All right? Or it could be, you're right? With a little Y before, you're right? We often add a friendly word afterwards, maybe mate, maybe love, or it could be darling, or if it's more than one person, maybe guys, so you sound more friendly. I would avoid dear, that's a bit old-fashioned now. So it could be, you right, mate? All right, darling? All right, guys? It's similar to how in Spanish, when we say things like Bessie or mi amor, it all depends on how close you are to the person and how friendly you want to sound. Try it. You right, mate? Or you right, love? Nice one. Again, you should say it quickly, and if your voice goes up, if you say it in a higher pitch, it makes you sound more enthusiastic. So it's not just, all right, mate. It's, you all right, mate? How do you respond to one of these greetings? I always hear my British Council students say the same response, and it's not the best, to be honest. Everyone says, I'm fine. Which is okay. It means okay. But it's not great. It's not very enthusiastic. If you're good, you should say that. So you could say very well. Or even great. My dad's favorite, never better. Never better. And if you're not great, fine, you could use okay, or try using not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, can't complain. Okay, or if you're really not too happy, what about surviving? Surviving. And don't forget to ask back. And you? You all right? And how are you doing? Okay, let's practice. Respond to me. Hey, how's it going? Okay, try a different response. Hi, how are you doing? Very good. And you all right? You all right, mate? Excellent. Trivia time. One of these is different. Which one is the odd one out and why? 1, good morning. 2, good afternoon. 3, good evening. Or 4, good night. Find out the answer at the end of the video. So what about goodbyes? Sometimes you want to end a conversation to bid farewell. You can say bye, but what else? Well, it's nice to end with a compliment or a wish. So, great to see you. Great to see you. Or if it's the first time, great to meet you. Maybe a wish. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the trip. Or have a good one. Take care. Definitely see you soon. In fact, in the UK anyway, we often say see you later instead of see you soon. See you later. It's a little bit informal, or even more informal is just see ya. And we use it all the time. Although actually see you later, it doesn't mean I will see you later. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means something like see you soon. So I want you to try responding to some of my goodbyes. Maybe it's getting late. Is that the time? I'd better be off. I'd better be off. Lovely, lovely to see you. Have a great evening. How would you respond? Would you use one of these? Maybe lovely to see you too. See you soon. Take care. Really, you can pick and choose whichever one you feel like using. Okay, let's try another one. It was nice catching up. Catching up. Nice catching up. Hope to see you soon. Great. And of course, we often just respond with a to. So maybe if someone says, it was great to see you. It was great to see you too. Great to see you too. At the British Council, I love to see my students natural and expressive. Arrive saying, I'm fine. How are you? Saying things like, I'm very well, never better, catch you later. That's when I know they're really growing in confidence and fluency. They say variety is the spice of life. So try to add some more ways to say hello and goodbye. Don't always say, how are you? And don't always respond, I'm fine. And you? Try, how's it going? All right? And make your answers interesting, like really well. Can't complain. Trivia answer. So back to the trivia question. Good night is different. It means goodbye, and goodbye at nighttime. So you're probably going to bed. We only say it when someone is leaving and it's bedtime. We never use it as a greeting, unlike the other three, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, which are more like hellos. But often my students hear Spanish speakers, my students in Colombia, they made that mistake because I think it sounds like buenas noches, but it's actually more like ciao, que descanses. In fact, we often even leave out the good, so you might just hear morning, afternoon, evening, night. If you want to keep learning in a fun and dynamic way, come study with us at the British Council. Our small group classes allow your teacher to follow your progress closely and give you personalized feedback and strategies. Now it's time to say goodbye. It was fun. Great seeing you. Take care and see you later. Bye. See you next time on English on Air.